All right. Guess I can take a look into that. Well, where we ended last time, you all had successfully navigated your way across the lava chasm, courtesy of Sev and the big-brained web debacle, as Gale went outside the dungeon trying to grab hold the attention of the workers in the cavern, ushering them all inside, saying, "Hey, we have a problem. We need some help in here," just to see web.
By the way, I forgot I had this thing.
We had some struggles as the crew tried to carry some of the pots and the vases and the urns outside, but after a good deal of struggle and the horrific discovery that Gale was in fact a beast man turning into a giant spider, it all ended okay. We got all the items outside. The crew did want to recoup for a bit, and persuaded Jesmorland to let them restock by heading back to Grimsooth with one of the workers as an escort.
And
Oh,
I
I'm
will
seeing
want
that.
to buy a wooden shield.
I am seeing that a wooden shield, yeah. I'm seeing that you like added stuff, more so like details. So the Scalebringer short sword, that was the thing we just got from the
From the armored skeleton.
yes. Okay, and it does a d6 of necrotic damage. Okay.
So it has one charge.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't always do the d6 necrotic. It acts as a normal short sword +1. And you can use your
Okay.
bonus action to capture the essence of a humanoid that you killed with it. And then
Oh,
it's stored inside. You can choose to activate it when you make a successful attack to deal that damage, and then it's gone.
gotcha.
I
But
think Sev will want to be a blade singer wizard now.
that would be kind of awesome for a Bloodsinger, though.
considering she's maybe used an actual weapon like twice maximum, like wait, so it's got one charge. Is that like just period, or is it like once a day?
Nope, everything's written in there. It restores its charge daily at midnight.
Okay. Oh, okay, found it. Right. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So
I don't know that I'm gonna use it. I mean, considering I've been using my +1 dagger to be my weapon I use signs with, I can just use this one instead, although it is certainly
yeah, I
not
would say
nearly
this
going
is
to be
too big. The reason the daggers
too
were okay is
big.
because they were smaller.
Alright, yeah, I mean, still handy to have. I just, yeah.
For sure. All right, well,
Alright.
we are on the road back. It's going to be roughly 8 hours travel. I don't remember what time we left. It was probably around like middle of the day, roughly. So we'll say you get back roughly around 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. I'm funny.
In the
The pained
early
expression
evening.
from the podcaster.
As you start to roll through, the worker takes you to the same like docking station that Drez took you to when you first came to Grimsooth. See him get off of the cart and begin to like talk things over with the proprietor. Is there anything you'd like to do? Anywhere you'd like to go in the city immediately?
I'll be real with you. I'm gonna. I feel like it's probably best if I save my money for now, given that I am saving up for that gilded skull. However, I do want to see if I can track down Fog.
Okay. Okay, we'll
And
get to
I
that.
would like to go wherever it would be appropriate to get a wooden shield.
Sure, you can make
Yeah.
your way.
I'm not sure if it would be a smith or if it would even be like a magic shop.
A choice.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should probably get a shield too, honestly.
Choice is yours, depending on like what you want to do, how you want to go about it. Um, say like not a general goods store, but like most of the shops would have, in some sort of fashion, a shield. Um, it would take roughly about like an hour to get to the other side of town, though. Might be pushing when shops might be start closing up.
I'll chance it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I'm just gonna go like in and out. Like I know exactly what I'm looking for, and even if it just
Yeah.
happens that they don't have it, I can try again tomorrow.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
if you really wanted to be get very quick and not like bother anyone, you might still have a charge left of. No, you don't. Never mind.
What were you
Turn
going
into
to
an animal?
suggest?
Wild shape might be an option, but I think you can charge a bit left.
A wild
And-
horse
Yeah,
running through
I
the
guess
city.
on
Like
top.
turn into a caribou and just barrel people over. Or
Yeah, I
something.
mean, I was thinking horse. Like, there's
Yeah, I
just
was thinking horse. As
random
long
horse,
as I'm on
like-
top of you, it wouldn't be too
okay. Yeah,
conspicuous.
that's what I was wondering. Like, it's like the John Mulaney horse in a hospital, but it's like there's a horse loose in Grimsith, just wandering around, just running through the streets.
Unless I absolutely have to, I prefer not to make a spectacle of myself.
Yeah,
I
no,
hear
that's stab.
So, y'all can easily enough push your way through the city at like a faster pace than just the like brisk walk, trying to make sure that you're not missing any of the shops closing. So you get to like one of the outskirt shops in the market square. A little bit before 8, you can like open the doors and you see that you got like this older human shopkeeper, and he hears the door open, and like as he looks behind his shoulder, his face just drops as he sees two young strapping folks walking on in, and kind of like hesitantly he just, yes, hello, what can I do for you?
I'll be quick. I'm just here for a wooden shield.
All right, we can get that taken care of.
If you have two, then I'd like one as well.
two wooden shields coming right up. I need to remember how much this is.
I think it's like 5 or 10 gold.
10, so say for one it's gonna be roughly around 12 gold.
Sure.
So
let
24 for the both of
me-
you.
And it's like 2 AC.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go to my character sheet. I'm gonna do it in roll 20 just because I don't know if we figured out how to do it on D&D Beyond yet, just to keep track of my money.
For money?
Yep.
Oh, I
Yeah, it's
Got
all in the inventory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did that just now.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
should be able to
subtracted
manage like
12?
yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay. That
So I'll
brings me to
adjust.
38.
Cool. He'll like take
And-
a couple of the kind of like lower quality wooden shields off of the wall. They've seen some better days, but they're the only ones that are just like pure wood. They don't have any sort of like reinforcement or anything on them.
I hear you.
Technically, that's better for Gale.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he
I
can't have metal.
probably wouldn't have as much of a hang up as like a more devout druid, but like, I mean, it's better than having some metal rivets on it just out of taste, I guess.
Fair.
Okay. And I guess as I equip it and unequip it, I can sort of customize my AC so it's between 12 and 14.
Yeah, that should do it. I think like when you do it on the inventory, it should do it automatically for you.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything else I could be assisting you two with tonight?
I think
Nope.
that'll be it. Yeah.
That'll be it. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you. See you again sometime. It bids you off, and you all can head off to wherever you want to go for the rest of the night. The night is yours.
Is there anything that's actually open at this time of night?
Taverns.
Yeah, any sort of like entertainment that you might think of, bars, restaurants, taverns.
Yeah, I could use some good food.
Sure. Would Gale be following?
Yes.
All right. And I guess for the time being, let's swap back over to Sev.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you looking to do?
So I want to see. I mean, kind of similar to what I did back in Abbey Brook, where I'm looking to find any trace of Fogg's organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in Grimsooth, we have various different districts. The docks are divided in half. On the western half is like where all the goods come in, all the different like warehouses and stock houses that bleed up into like a middle class residential area that bleeds up into the actual market district. The east side is where all the passengers come in, all the travel come in. To the southwest is more of like the artistic district, I suppose, where some of like the higher ups, the more elites, would often be found. And to the northwest, as you take the stone stairs down, you get to Undertown, which is where most of the unfortunate are left to be forgotten. So I'd say that's probably where
That is
Fog
definitely
would
where I'm
absolutely be
heading first.
finding their ilk.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm gonna head off there.
sure. Fantastic. So as you head off to Undertown, you're making your way through the rest of the city blocks, and you see a couple of the like the city guard just passing by with some like very brightly polished, shiny blue armor. They got some like blue tassels that are like fabrics coming off of one of the pauldrons. As you're making your way down through the blocks, you hear bits of conversation as the streets begin to wind down and night begins to set in. Nothing that you would really be terribly concerned about, nothing that relates to your group or to Fog. But as you walk past these soldiers, they do comment between themselves, talking about some sort of issue within a neighboring town, wishing for the well-being of its citizens and denizens, and hoping that they recover from a troll attack soon.
Okay. I want to eavesdrop a little more, I guess, if that's possible. I mean,
Okay.
how exactly am I hearing this? Where's like, give me a little more
So,
detail
like,
of where
you're
I'd be.
just walking down the block, just going
Okay.
to mind your business. A couple of guards like pass by you, like shoulder to shoulder, and they're just kind of like talking rather loudly amongst themselves, kind of like, casually.
Are they walking and talking, or are they
Mhm.
standing around?
Yep.
Okay.
They're just walking, like doing their daily, like nightly rounds. Yep.
Okay, and are they walking towards me or like ahead of me?
So yeah, they would have been walking towards you, and then like passing,
Okay,
in passing, you would have
past
overheard the
me.
exchange.
All right. In that case, I would like to kind of tail them a bit, just to start off, just to see if I can pick up any more details.
Okay.
I'd like to try to be stealthy about it.
Sure. Go ahead. Give me a. Okay.
Come on, let me see.
With
Okay, that's all right.
a 10, you overhear what they're talking about, and you stick your like hands in your like cloak and like surround yourself, and just kind of like whistle as you try to like turn around, and your foot hits like a trash can that's on like one of the corners, like
Yeah.
between one of the houses, and the guards like look back, just like shake their heads and mutter, and they begin walking forwards again. You can easily like tail a good like 10, 15 feet behind to like walk in time with them. Go ahead, give me a perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
God
It-
damn it.
It begins. So with a 10, you're not able to glean a lot of information. They kind of just like go, the exchange goes back and forth over the same like bits. So I really hope the citizens are okay. Hope there isn't any sort of major damage. My heart goes out for all those in the outer towns. We really don't have the guards to spare to send out. You do learn that the attack was recurring. Seems to happen every month for the past 3 or 4 months, and it's usually targeted towards the elderly or the young.
The elderly?
Elderly.
Oh, elderly. Okay. Okay. Well, Fog would not be happy about that. Okay. So, all right. I guess I'm gonna. I'll let these guards go.
Okay. I didn't know they were under arrest in the first place, but okay.
No. They're not under arrest. They're just being. I'm taking my focus elsewhere. All right. Now, are there any like sort of taverns in this area in the lower town?
There would be. There are several seedy establishments. One in particular. I don't know if I have a name for this. This came up in our my Thursday group side campaign.
Gotcha.
One is essentially like the ring house for everything going on in Undertown. So you know that's ruled by a like essentially a goblin mob boss.
Okay.
The Fontaine family. And
Okay.
they run their business out of a bar and fighting ring. That's where most of the city types like to hang out, in your experience.
Okay, I will head over there and see if I can pick up any information.
Sure. You can take a stroll out through the first couple blocks, make your way past the stone stairs. And you see like all the buildings are just dilapidated, run down. You don't see any like fancy painting all of the paint, all the wood's kind of faded to like this off brown or like off black color. Except for like the shutters are broken or not closing entirely. You're like a couple like dogs howling ways off in the streets. After a good like 10-15 minutes walking down, you're able to make your way to the ring.
Okay.
Swap back off to Rayleigh and Gale.
Mhm.
Anything explicit that you'd like to do for the night, or just taking it easy, resting up for the next day? I don't want to like skip over anything if y'all want to have anything planned.
Honestly, just take it easy and rest for the next day.
Yeah, pretty much. Just take it
I'm-
easy, rest for the next day, get some food. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and like honestly, the most important thing is that we get like our
Proper rest.
proper
Right.
rest. I don't know if it's gonna take like an additional day because of like the 24-hour thing, or like I wanted to make sure that Dresmorland understood that like
What 24-hour
we
thing?
technically rested like when we got back, but that didn't really have an effect on like replenishing like our spell slots and stuff. So if we rest now, will that take effect or
Oh, I would say yeah, like wrapping up the day and like going into the next day. Yeah, at this point, yeah.
okay. I mean, the only thing I'd like to do maybe before we go is just maybe check in on Hull, but like other than that, like just back to business.
That would probably be a morning thing.
Yep.
Yeah, easily. All right, so you two can make your way back off to the guild hall, and things are much quieter than when you had last left here. Any sort of uh 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 guild bro is not currently in the building, and sounds just oddly quiet. Like you hear all the work going on behind the doors behind uh, uh, the desk worker. As you walk in, you see a very similar half-elf woman to Matilda. Got these like nice big circular glasses. Just looks up you kind of meekly and hello. Well, welcome back.
Oh, hello. We're here for the night. We're hoping there's a spare room for us.
Yes, absolutely. All your rooms from the other night are still in order.
Excellent.
Is there anything I could assist you with?
No, I don't think so. I kind of turned to Rayleigh and see if there's anything we could use.
Other than Hemlock just needs to go back behind the place, sleep where he was last time, but we're fine.
Oh, absolutely. That's all in order. The house is back. I guess the cage is back. House is back. House is back. Are yours to use freely.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your night. She'll wave you off, and she's just like thumbing through different documents she has on the desk. So really can go ahead and lock, but not roll off the tongue as much as I wanted it to. Kind of like twirl around and the pans a bit and lay down. You two can make your way back to your rooms and rest up for the night.
Sounds great.
Sleep.
All right, heading back off to Sev.
Hi.
As the night is approaching more and more, you enter the bar, and it's this kind of musty, like low ceiling place. You've got booths on your right, got tables strewn across like the middle of the floor, all the way across to the far end. You've got a platform where folks are performing music. It's got like this real jazzy kind of like big band vibe going on. The air is just entirely filled with smoke, and off to your left, you see essentially like a check-in counter, as well as a couple folks who are off at different tellers, like exchanging what appear to be like chips or like poker chips, essentially.
Gotcha. All right. First I kind of just want to like scan the room and see if there's anyone I recognize at all.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception. Okay, with an 18.
Better.
As you're taking a look through the room, you don't see anyone that you'd be like innately familiar with, but one of the workers at the checkout desk does catch your eye. You've interacted a couple times before. Name is Liv, a female dwarf.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Wait, you see, where was she again?
Off to the left, near like the check-in counter.
Okay, like so she's working the check-in counter. Okay. I guess I'll go head over there. I'll make sure to have my mask off so that my face is visible.
Okay.
Oh, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in these parts of town for quite a while. How's everything going?
I've been doing all right myself. Been around helping out some mates with a bit of an adventure and some interesting parts. We're in for the night just to stock up on some supplies, get some rest. But I wanted to check in, see how everyone's doing. I heard something about trolls attacking a nearby town. Know anything about that?
I'd say that's above me head. I don't know anything about no trolls, unfortunately.
Interesting.
We don't really get many rumors of the outside world down in here. Everything is just kind of in-house.
That's fair. Well, something I feel should be mentioned to Fog. You've seen them around.
Recently, yeah.
Any idea where they might be staying at?
At the moment, no. They just kind of ran off. I mean, as far as I should know, they're gonna be back in a couple days.
All right. I certainly do hope they're not going to be. Well, I mean, I suppose if you've not heard anything about the other town, then they may not have either, but I feel like they're a bit more well connected than you or I, so.
Is there any information I should be passing through?
Well, supposedly the troll attacks that are happening in the next town are happening about once a month and targeting the elderly and children. Now, we certainly know that Fog's not going to be happy about that. And now, if they've just run off recently, I might be worried that they have tried to go help out with this situation. I just worry they're in over their head.
Um,
But
yeah, I ain't heard of nothing, but if I see anyone, if they come back, I'll. How about this?
hmm,
Are you said you're gonna be staying here for the night, and then you're gonna be
yeah.
heading back out?
Yes, we have a bit of business to finish up with, but I can't imagine it's going to take more than another day or two once we leave in the morning.
Another day or two, okay. Um, I'm fairly sure that I heard that Fog's gonna be coming back at least another couple days. So, I mean,
Okay.
if I see anyone or anything, or I hear anything, I'll just put the word out. Just wait for you, let things cool over, and then we can get down to business.
All right. As far as where they can find me, well, I don't know that it would be easy to find me at the operation I'm working at, but when I'll be back in town, I've been helping out with the guild. So I believe my mates are going to be staying over there now. Probably should be catching up with them. But if they happen to come back to town, um, they could possibly look for me there. That would be the best place to find me. Otherwise, have them leave word with you and I can come by and check. I have a feeling it would be better to leave any sensitive information with you rather than the guild. Let's just say so. But if they are to find me physically, that's where I'd be.
All right, all right. Understood. We'll keep that. We'll keep that between us. If I see anyone, go let them know.
I do appreciate the assistance. Probably going to go catch back up with my mates.
Her demeanor just like instantly shifts back up into like work mode and all cheery.
Cheers. Be seeing you around in the next couple days.
Of course. See you around, and you're always a wonderful patron of our fine establishment. And like winks.
All right, and then I will head back out and go back to the guild hall.
Okay. You'll see the exact same scene. You see the kind of like the Matilda lookalike, just sitting behind the desk, minding their own business, thumbing through a couple of papers. See the same like big circular frame, just like look up. You see like a little glare of the light catching in the torchlight. Just hi, hello, welcome back.
Is this a Nurse Joy situation?
Oh man. Would you happen to have any sisters?
No, I was raised an only child. It's a rather
Just
odd thing
wondering.
to just ask a person. I'm Sylvie, by the way.
You just look familiar to someone else I know, but
Pushes up her glasses. Yes, I get that all the time.
well, good evening, and I'll be resting.
All right. Enjoy your night. Waves you off. All right, so you all can head back up to your rooms.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything's changed. No one's been inside. Everything's the exact same place where it was where you last unloaded whatever you had on you. Is there anything else you want to do for the night? Or are we just waking up brand new in the morning?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let us heal.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you all can take a nice big nap at Reno. Begin to feel well refreshed in the morning. Around what time are you all wanting to get up?
When
Um,
would it be reasonable for most shops to be open?
Roughly between 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Let's say 7, just so that we can get breakfast and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
yeah, I gotta have my morning ritual of mage armor and stuff.
Sure. So you all can rest up for the night.
Shield,
S-
so I
s-
can save my bark skins for you, and I won't have to burn sorcery points.
So if you can wake up a little bit, well, I guess snap out your trance a little bit earlier, go cast mage armor, and then you'll take that like short rest period yourself. Um, yeah, you all can meet back up. Uh, During the night, there was a flurry of footsteps coming from outside your doors, roughly around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, a couple hours after you got back.
Mm.
And you just hear
Interesting.
like all the different like doors in the hallway just like tear open and slam closed, and a bit of like bickering, arguing, before it begins to quiet down towards the later in the night. As you wake up and you enter the hallway, all the doors are closed. Some of like the plaques, the like name tags are like slanted and like a little bit off from the force of the slam doors. But it seems to be quiet for the moment.
Huh.
Interesting. Maybe we should just go get some food. If we keep a low profile, they shouldn't bother us.
Sounds like a plan.
We were here
Uh,
last time. We kind of were told that there's a bit of a frat house culture to this place.
yeah. Uh, I've, I'm familiar
But if
with the
anyone
type,
gives us
you
any
know.
problems, I kind of clasp my stick and put it in my open palm, and then kind of whack it against my newly purchased shield.
Appreciate that, mate. I can't say I'm fond of the type myself, but I feel like in my days at the academy, when I would have to deal with such unruly folk, uh, it would be perceived as a bit excessive force to use chill touch on them. They don't appreciate that as much as a good
In my
whacking.
day, I've learned being too passive was the wrong answer, so I say spell sling away if they give you problems.
Yeah, I mean,
I cast Shillelagh and put my staff away, dispelling the effect.
All right. Well, you all
yeah.
can make your way down the stairs to the first floor. See Sylvie out there bright and early, smiling in the morning. Make your way through one of the doors leading behind the counter. Make your way towards the back of the building, down to like a long table of the mess hall. Order some quick food. Take about like 30 minutes or so to finish a meal. Be all set to enjoy your day.
All right.
Now, are there any additional supplies you can think of that we might need? Even mundane things. Potions, I think we're good on.
Oh yeah, we're plenty good on potions for now. Yeah, trying to save up my money at the moment, but
The
well,
shield
that's
was the big thing for me. Um,
I'm gonna Sev's just gonna kind of like rifle through like her stuff, just like get a sense of like um like take stock of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Crowbar.
Is there anything specific that you all wanted to pick up? Because if I remember right, you wanted to, in part, come here to try and cross through, one of the hallways in the dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I mean, right now for me, I'm just looking through, like, my various, like, supplies that would be helpful for that sort of thing. Let's see. How is everybody on rope?
I'm looking through my own inventory, unless it's like pooled. It looks like I have rope on me.
I have some as well.
50 feet.
Yeah. I have plenty chain, but it's not as helpful. It's not as helpful for this sort of thing.
Yeah, I might not have rope. I'm looking to see if I can find it or not. Oh, there it is. I've got hempen rope.
All right.
It's labeled as
Will
hempen
we-
rope 10 next to it.
And whatever we do, we'll either have to take a long rest after we finish exploring, or keep in mind to reserve one of your web spells so that we can get back and forth across.
Oh, I'll have plenty of that. Yeah.
Okay. Unless it's something you can just ritual cast.
No.
Okay.
And it looks like I've got 2 potions left on me.
Yeah.
One of the yeah.
I've still got 4 grappling hooks, so we're good on that. I have 7 pittons. Should be good. But, I mean, those are mainly just, like, backup for, you know, we're mainly using web, but, those will be backup. I think we're good.
Okay. So you just want to take the cart down then?
I'm good unless we need like extra traps or caltrips or anything for
Yeah.
Rayleigh.
And maybe just saying hi to Hull, make sure he's
Yeah.
not captured again.
Yeah, I'm
That
actually looking
seems-
at my inventory and I'm wondering to myself if I didn't uncheck the potion when I gave it to Locke or not. Because I had to use 1 potion on the guard, and I had to use 1 potion on Locke. And then
Wait,
I had
when
a
did
3rd
you-
potion.
When did you use it on the guard? I don't.
The bandit
When
at the
we
bandit
killed
hideout.
him and brought
Right,
him back.
right, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
was that something.
Which
Yeah.
I was only able to get 2 potions from the shop from that guy, if my memory serves correctly.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
means I do have 1 potion, not 2.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm keeping these mostly because I want to learn how to replicate them, but I do have something called Bite of the Serpent, Potion of Fire Resistance, Potion of Muffled Steps, and Potion of Extended Sight. I don't know if those are recipes or if those are
That-
like the experimental
like-
things we picked up.
Those were the experimental potions you
Okay.
picked up.
Yeah.
Okay. So we
Um,
should save those so I can like brew them and see if I
Right.
can have any success.
Yeah. All right. I mean, as far as healing goes, I've got False Life, Wither and Bloom, and Vampiric Touch, but
And my main job is healing, although now I'm kind of off tank.
yeah.
So do you all think I should restock while we're here, or?
Probably a good
Considering-
idea.
Yeah, considering 2 of my 3 healing spells can only work on myself. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need me to chip in, I can give you some gold.
I've got 38 gold on me, and I think it's cheaper than that, so we should be good.
Okay, well, let's go
Head on
to
over
the
to-
alchemist shop again then.
Mhm.
We've been there
Yeah.
once before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I've still got 50 gold in the bank, too, so...
Right. Forgot about the bank.
I have 125 in the bank.
So yeah, you can make your way through the crowds. Bide your time, like just taking in the scenery and like you're walking through the streets. There isn't a whole lot of commotion as you set out roughly around like 7:30, 7:45, but off in the distance, like across the water on the eastern side, I begin to hear a church bell begin to sound off, ringing 8 times. And after a few minutes after that, everything seems to just come alive, and people are now like flocking out the streets and going about their day. You're able to.
It's a quiet village every day, like the one.
No, I don't want copyright. No. But you're able to make your way over to the market square, and once again you go to the alchemist shop. He sees you come in, greets you. Once again, yes. What could I interest you in today, my fine friends?
I was just hoping to get a healing potion if I could.
All right, I do have a few that are recently brewed, quite fresh. How potent were you looking?
I didn't need anything too strong. What do you have?
I need to look up the 3 different tiers. It's got lesser, normal, and then whatever the step above normal is. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, but
greater.
question
Relatively
is-
lesser, normal. How much to each heal?
Lesser is 1d4 plus 2.
Next.
Healing, I think, is 2d4 plus 2.
That sounds fine.
We're definitely past the point of
Yeah.
like lesser now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I gave Locke was a superior lesser, which was just an automatic 4 on the roll. So yeah, the normal sounds good.
Cool. So the normal healing potions are going to come to 55 each.
Okay, so I will need to borrow some from Gale then.
Okay. I will deduct 55 gold from my collection.
Okay. No, like
Once I get a calculator because I fail at math.
don't we all?
Millennial culture.
So he'll like turn his back towards you and like begin to like flip through the shelves behind the counter. He'll take a like vibrant red bottle off and place it down on the
There's no
counter
rush.
for you.
You've saved my hide plenty of times.
Okay.
You're quite welcome, I suppose.
Thank you. No, I was talking to Rayleigh.
Oh,
That's
my
it.
apologies, you young whippersnappers.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I might be able to interest you
We
in?
just do appreciate your patronage. Your
Yeah, we
potions,
appreciate your potions.
yeah.
Yes.
very,
I
very,
hope
very-
I hope they come in the same saving your hide manner.
Of course.
They will. They will. I think I'm all set. for the
Fantastic.
time being.
So I'll wave you off and shoot you off again, looking a bit flustered after his mistake, and begin just like walking around, clearing bottles, making sure everything's aligned the way they should. All right. Anything else you want to do in town before heading back?
So check in on
Visit
Hull.
Perfect. So you all can make your way south down towards the essentially a couple of blocks before the like wall leading to the docks would be. Take a quick left down one of the corners and all the way down the street, and you see the same house that Reese had led you to a couple days prior. Um, there's no activity really as like you're crossing this or as you're walking down the street. Everything's just kind of silent, just minding its own business here. Looking through, you see a couple of folks in windows who like see you approach and just start waving before mind going back to their own business. Actually make your way all the way down to the very end outside of Hull's house.
I guess I'll go up and knock on the door.
Sure. Go give a rat-a-tat-tat. Do you want to use your hand, the door knocker? How you trying? Like, how aggressive are you trying to welcome?
I'll use the door knocker.
All right, fantastic.
Yes, I cast Shillelagh and break down the door.
I'm just saying, we've bashed in the chest. What more is a door?
This is a person's house. Like, Jesus, Dale.
I mean, if we wanted to break into someone's house, we could try thieves' tools first.
Wood is
But,
wood. Okay, that's as far as I'm concerned. You can go ahead, go give it a little rap tat. A couple moments later, you
Okay,
hear.
as long as I don't need to make like a dex save for it. Is the door a mimic, Dale?
Okay, I mean, at this point, you never know with Dale.
I'm not trying to be mean. I just want to know for the flavor.
Okay, I'm knocking on the door with the handle thingy.
You can go give it the rap tat. A couple moments go by. You hear like an elderly
The
voice.
door comes alive, and the door knocker turns into a tongue, and it hits us all.
Now that
And
would be
consumes
mean.
from Sith at the end.
This is the bad ending. Yeah, no, a couple moments go by. You hear like an elderly voice coming from behind the door. And he says, I'll be right there. And begins to open the door, and you see Hull's father kind of like out of breath, trying to like run for the door.
I feel that.
Yes, what can I do for all of you? Oh, you
Oh,
were here the other day, weren't you?
yes. We returned Hull. We just kind of wanted to check in on him and see how he was doing.
Oh, just fine. It's been not his normal self, but as normal as he can be, I suppose. Currently
that's
he's
good.
just resting. Hasn't woken up today, but I could let him know that you all came by.
Has he been able to speak at all?
No, we've not had any progress there.
Okay, that's understandable.
Unfortunate.
We
but-
just happened to be in town and wanted to, see how he was. But if he needs rest, he needs rest.
Yeah.
We wanted to keep the visit brief anyway. It seems like you have stuff that you're doing, so we won't keep you.
Yeah, we have some of our own business to attend to, but thought we'd check in.
Oh, no worries. I was just waking up myself, enjoying the day.
Okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well,
Anyway, be well, and I suppose maybe at a later date we might pop in again if that's okay.
We'll be around.
absolutely. You all are always welcome here.
Okay, great. Well,
Cheers.
be
Have a
well.
good day.
Take care.
Take care, friends. Slowly close the door. Where would y'all like to go now?
Let's
To the
go back to
cart.
the excavation site.
Sure. Sure. You can make your way back through town, going off towards the western entrance. Back up at the like stable bar. That you had left the escort. As you walk in, you see that he's kind of just a bit in a haze, looking a bit
he drunk?
hungover.
Oh my
He's not.
God.
He's looking very dazed and just slow. His eyes are like
We
half
certainly
open.
have luck with cart watchers and alcohol, don't we?
Technically,
Yeah.
the first one was our fault because we kind of enabled him.
Yeah.
Right.
This one, it's his own fault.
I did not leave him with a bottle of wine, that I can assure you.
No.
We still have all those, don't we?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
30, 36 apparently.
I think I have like 2 or 3 maybe. But I mean, I just keep that for like my own personal. Wine is like one of the few alcohol that Sev partakes in, so
I guess I'll tap his shoulder to kind of get a sense of how lucid he is.
Just, yes. Hey. Morning.
Oh my God, you are not lucid at all.
I'm just. It's so loud. Why are you so loud?
would you
I'm
prefer
speaking at a
if
normal volume, and I'm told I speak very low.
one of us takes over the driver's seat?
No, it's fine. You all ready to go?
It was not fine.
You are not fine.
Perhaps you should head to the back of the cart and have a bit of a kip, yeah?
I'll take care of the driving.
Okay, sure. He does not put up much of a fight, but he's kind of like, no, don't worry about it. I'm good,
You're not good, mate. Sorry.
walking over to like the back
Is
of the
there such a
car.
thing as like a hangover cure potion or something in this world? Hey, maybe I can work on that.
You
I
know, I
think
used to know one tea fellow who did, well, to be fair, they, are not really affected by alcohol, but, sure was interesting to, see the different ways he would try to help others who became a bit inebriated.
I mean, if lesser restoration worked, I would, but that's more for like poisons and stuff.
I mean, but that's the thing though, is like in game, alcohol is considered a poison, which is why Wanti like essentially can't get drunk. So, yeah. Like, I mean, in all reality, alcohol literally is a
well, yeah, it
poison.
is a poison, but like its effect isn't lethal unless you really, really take it to town.
I feel like mechanically it should like so my old group had I think they found somebody's homebrew guide for drinking and drunkenness and like the levels of everything. I have no idea how I would find that again.
so.
Yeah,
But
you're
I would
gonna
definitely
mutter
say
to
that.
yourself.
I would definitely say like it counts as a type of poison.
Okay. Do I want to burn a spell slot on this, or do we just
Well-
find one of the many Jinprax brand wheelbarrows and put him in the cart? Because, like, I'm not burning a spell slot on this. I mean, this is stupid.
yeah.
It's up to you.
Let's just put him in the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you and I really can kind of take the reins,
Sure.
and
Yeah, horses
Hemlock
tend to
and
do a bit
Sev
better
can
with
ride the
you.
carriage. Yeah.
I'll look after our friend here. I'm a great conversation, I'm told, by people who are a bit under the influence.
So you're able to.
Yeah, that's the girl. That's the girl right here. This is the one.
You're able to get him up, and like he tries like arguing back and forth. No, I'm fine. I'm okay. You're a little bit spinny. Yeah, it's okay.
Yes,
You all can like guide him towards the cart though, and just like get him to step in, and he
you're
like
doing
sits down on like one of the back
well.
sits down like one of the back benches, and begins to like try to fiddle and pick up the reins and sends them off, and like is just sitting inside the cart.
You're doing really well, mate. And we just thought that you've earned a bit of a break. So why don't you practice with your here I'm gonna like pull out like a bit of rope. Why don't you practice with these? I say as I in real life just splashed a bottle of water.
And I'm gonna kind of turn to Seven Rayleigh and say, maybe we should park not quite close. Wait, do we know how to get back without him?
I'd say like you know the general area, like you've been down the road
Been
a
back and
couple
forth
times
a
now.
couple times now.
Okay. So that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Do we? I mean, I was just going to say maybe park around the site for maybe an hour or two just to see if he could sober up and not look like a complete ass in front of Dresmorland.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I mean, I can only imagine that maybe the reason he's heavily drinking is because he works for him.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. But yeah, so you all can make your way. You seat him inside, Sav. You feed him the rope, and he's just trying to like crack the reins with the rope, and begins to like kicks his feet against the like wood of the seat.
You're doing so well. Keep it up.
Only one person is able to fit into the driver's seat. So
Okay,
who would you prefer, Rayleigh or Gale?
I think our animal handling is both pretty high. I mean, I'll do it because I kind of volunteered, so...
Okay.
Sure. So Rayleigh can like funnel lock into the body of the
Yeah.
carriage and sit down on one of the benches.
So I'm gonna like point out to the driver. See, we've got a canine friend here. If you like some of Fluffy company.
He is not paying any attention. He's just so you see this just like look of determination on his face as he's just like staring off, like across from
probably,
you,
like, tilting his head in confusion.
just like staring between like you and Rayleigh, Sev, like into the cushions as he's just like holding his arms, like
Fox just
moving
like,
ever
why
so.
is she talking to him like people talk to me?
I'm just gonna go ahead and pet Locke. It's okay, buddy. I appreciate your company.
Gale, go ahead and give me an animal handling.
Oh, don't fail.
Let's see how rocky this starts.
Oh, no.
Okay, with an eye.
About the same as Sev, so okay.
So you kick off and hear the horse give off a little whinny as the cart begins to start moving out of its station. You make your way outside of town. Things are pretty good on the cobble roads. You see the gate open for you as you're leaving, and the guards just wave out to you. And the second that you get out onto the dirt roads, you start to have some of the stone and the gravel start to um feed into the tire treads, essentially the wheels. It gets a little shaky. It's a little bumpy inside for everyone else. It's not terrible, but it is not as nice, not as easy as the journey here was. But
Yeah.
it carries on for the next few hours. Did you want to drive the entire way? It's gonna be roughly 8 hours to get back to where everyone else was.
You know what? I think I'll just do that.
Okay. Sure. So you all can make your way down through the passage. Again, this is largely uneventful. You get some of the birds in the sky. You get just some of the natural critters calling around you. You get some of the wolves in the distance. You get kind of these gnats just darting in and out of your face scale. Just brush them off in a way.
Swap
Sun
them
begins.
with my crown of thorns. It's a reaction.
It's like the that scene in The Karate Kid when Daniel's trying to catch the fly with the chopsticks, and you're trying to train one of the tendrils to just go and reach out with the gnats. But yeah, it's what we left roughly around say 9 o'clock ish. What is 8 hours from then? 3 is 12, 5 o'clock, so it's early evening, late afternoon, when you eventually pull up to where you turn off to get to the camp.
Great.
And at this point, over the course of our,
like I said, I don't want to go right up to the camp just yet. I just want to see how I'm gonna stop
Mhm.
and check on the driver to see how hungover he is.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Mhm.
And as you take a look, a good couple hours into the trek, he is much better on his feet. He's still tired and not a little slow, but he's not as slurry as he was in the morning.
Okay. So I'm just gonna talk to him and say, I wasn't exactly the cushiest of rides, but I did bring us relatively close. How much time do you need to not be as hungover as you are now?
Still got a little bit of a headache, but it's
Let's
fine.
say an hour.
It's fine. It's okay. I can see. I'm fine. Well. I'll show you. It's so you go take a
You
rest.
stay in the cart. I kind of
Mhm.
point my stick at him
Uh,
threateningly.
I'm gonna grab the rope again and be like, would you like to practice some more?
I don't need practice. Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to take us in, that's up to you. I'll just sit down.
Where's Jim
I
Parks with
close
sleep?
the door and get back to. You know what? He's being an ass. I'm just gonna let him suffer the consequences
Yeah,
of his
right.
actions.
That's on him.
Okay.
If he was a friendly drunk, I would have been like a little more lenient, but like Dresmorland can see this.
Sure. Yeah, so
Giddy
you're
up.
just gonna take it all the way through?
Yep.
Could I get another animal handling, please?
Don't botch. Better.
Yeah, alright. You're more acclimated to this cart.
Particular horse.
Yeah, like you're able to just like manage the reins a bit better. It feels a bit more even now that you're kind of like off of the gravelly road and straight onto the dirt. You're able to like maneuver through the trees in the forest, breaking off from the path. It takes roughly like 25 minutes or so to get back to camp, and you see Dresmolin's tent still all set up. You can go ahead and like try to park right next to his best he can. A couple of the like researchers and the helpers are coming from inside the cave out, like opening up the ivy of the entrance, and they see the cart back, and one motions to go back inside.
So I'm going to get Rayleigh, Sev, and Locke to come out of the cart, and I'm just gonna leave him passed out in there.
I'm gonna take my rope back carefully so as not to wake him, and put it back in my bag because we need that.
Okay, sure. And like the driver is just there, like it's in both of his hands, and he's just sitting like straight up, head nodded off, not even snoring, just still. You're able to just like take the rope out of his fingers and like pry each one open ever so slightly. And he's dead asleep.
Right, let's go deal with some zombies or something.
Yeah, whoever knows what's up next.
Sure. So as you exit, are you heading right into the cave?
Yes.
Okay. And push away the ivy, go right on in. You see 3 of the 4 workers who are all like at their station. The little timid kid is just writing down some notes. He sees you guys come on back and just waves and goes back to doing his work. Yeah, the other 2 look at you a bit apprehensively. The larger one goes over and how was your journey?
Oh, it's fine.
All right.
Uneventful.
Took care of what we needed.
It's good to hear. I hope we get everything situated here. Were there any issues on your way?
You mean your drunk friend?
That would be one of them, yes.
He's passed out in the cart. Whether or not you tell Westmoreland is up to you.
We
Or if he just happens to find out.
we managed to keep him entertained with some rope. We told him to practice driving the cart with the reins.
We have some experience driving carts, so it wasn't a huge hassle.
Okay, I'm glad that he did not cause you much trouble. It was a bit of a short term. We had to decide who had to leave on short notice. And he has a bit of a history. I'm glad you all are okay.
We definitely have some experience with a certain type of friend already, so
I am very sorry to hear. We will make sure that he's
he's
taken care of.
our friend is a great fellow. I'm sure your friend is quite nice under normal circumstances.
You see a bit of a grimace across his face. Yes, very, very nice.
Well,
Now, depending on what we find, we may have to go through that web debacle again, so just be prepared.
Oh, all right. I'm sure not everyone else. You hear that? We might need to have another, web debacle.
perhaps the bell. Perhaps, we will, we'll have this bell here. We can attune it to one of you. So if you hear it go off, that means we need assistance.
Yeah, sure. Easy enough. Can explain how exactly like they'll be pinged and what the sensation's gonna be like. The other one that you're talking to agrees to it. Okay, that's seems reasonable. If we hear that, we'll come in when we can.
All right. Well, best be off.
And-
Alright, I'll pull out my shield to kind of be prepared and go into the depths. I'll lead the party.
Onward.
Fantastic. So where all are you wanting to head? So from the entryway, where we were last time, we went off to the east. We had like the curved, the circle room, cross the 20-foot chasm.
Yeah.
I think we
Had
needed to go
back
south.
there, right?
Right. There's the 20-foot chasm, and then past the 20-foot chasm, there's both a path south and to the east, it looks like.
So,
And unfortunately, I did not explore either of them when I was over there, so.
two different paths. All right. Well, first let's worry about crossing the chasm.
Okay.
If that's what we have to do first, anyway. Get that out of the way.
Sure. I mean, that is up to you. You can either go to the room east or to the room south.
Oh,
Did we not go south?
You did. You came across a pit that was roughly like 30 feet down, with a couple of like wooden spikes reaching up about 7 feet high.
And over
What?
here, there was just like a pit or something, right?
right.
Yes, that's what I was just
But I
talking
don't
about.
remember there being anything like in
There
the room
is
that was-
something across. I see. I didn't even remember this area.
Yeah,
Yeah, I noted it myself and didn't think there was anything.
I didn't think there was anything in
There.
here. I thought it was just there's a pit, but like there's nothing on the other side.
There does appear to be a hallway on the
You
other
can see
side.
like you can try to peer around. There
Oh, there
is like a corner where the pit just broke off.
Do
Oh.
you want to try and... How big is the chasm over the pit?
It's about 10 feet by 10 feet.
Maybe a web can cover
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, Yeah, so we've got two options currently. We've got this place here where we can go across using web or the bird. And we've got the upper path that we can go to where we need to use web or the bird twice to get across once, it looks like.
Your
Okay,
bird can last an hour, though. This will require Sev's concentration and a spell
Yeah.
slot.
Right. So
Well,
you
the-
say there's spikes at the bottom. Like, how dangerous does it look?
They look very pointed,
Okay.
very sharpened.
alright. I say So what I think we should do is, if we're gonna start with web, now keep in mind we realistically have 5 casts of web, with all of the spell slots that could be used. However, be
You don't
best
want to
not
use
to use.
willy-nilly.
Right. So, I mean, we can go ahead and start off with web. So, what I would need to be the one, either I need to be the one that crosses first or last, because it's going to require my concentration. I'm going to need to be like tied to something or someone as I'm crossing, in case something happens and the concentration breaks.
Okay.
Also, I could just turn into a spider and explore and see if it's even worth crossing.
That's true too. Maybe we
Yeah, I
should
mean, if you
start
want to
with
do that
that.
first, that'd be fine.
Yep. All right,
Okay.
let's start with that.
Okay. I will wild shape into the giant wolf spider.
Sure.
Let me go to my character sheet and do that.
Bam, you are now a giant wolf spider. Amidst the smoke, you just see the 8 little, like, speckled legs begin to pop through.
Alright. So, Spider Gale goes across the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do.
Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do.
Yep, you can easily make your way over. As you
Do-do-do.
cross, like, round the cavern, you take into a open room. Nothing really to note about. There is, in the very middle, a pillar coming up out of the, like, a lava pool on, like, the middle, like, 5 foot pool. It seems decorated. It has, like, etchings and different like spiral shapes drawn into it, but nothing really of note.
Okay, I'll come back to that later.
Yeah, we'll save that for last.
Going to continue on. Okay, so there's this obvious cliff here. How far is it from these pillars? Like, are they platforms or are they like just straight up pillars?
So, yeah, as you enter the new room at the end of the hallway, there are 3 different platforms that are still, uh, for lack of a better word, stable, that haven't cracked and fallen into the lava below. The lava below is still the same, roughly 175, 200 feet down, and you can see remnants of pillars that have, like, toppled over that haven't quite melted in the lava yet. Uh, Bridging the distance between the south and north entrance are 2 pillars. They dip down below from where you are about 10 feet.
And I can't just stick out a spider leg and judge if they're gonna like topple under normal weight.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to reach them. Like,
Because they're like 10 feet apart.
they're 10 feet, like, below where you're currently
Oh,
So
okay.
we need
standing.
web.
So it's not like I couldn't just do this and okay. I won't do that then. Looking over though, would I recognize that that hallway is one that we had visited already?
Uh, Go ahead, give me. Hmm. I'm trying to think of what would correlate with knowledge of the area. I mean, honestly, I think with, like, the sense of what you remember being down here, like, what you remembered seeing, I'm pretty sure y'all have been at least at the northern end
Like we
of.
would have been here, right?
Yeah, so you would have, like, seen across and, like, seen, at least Rayleigh, I believe in particular, would have seen the pillars coming down. So I
Okay.
think you have a good idea. Like, you at least have seen the other side of this area. Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to Spider Gale back here. See if I can wave at Sev and try
Oh,
and get her attention.
yeah, I'll pop it in
Cheerfully
your head.
spider wave.
What'd you find?
I think this circles around the area that we were earlier. And the only thing of note is a small room with a bunch of rune pictures, was it, Dale?
Yeah, various different engravings, like ornamental decoration of like spiralings, um like leafing essentially in the monument.
So the two of you are only going to need one, or I guess 2 ways to come back here. So one climbing over this pit and another to climb back. We won't
Mm.
have to go do it twice. Or I mean more than twice, rather.
All right. Best be getting on with that then. I'll
Okay.
um
I'll just
I'll
wait over
then
here.
I'll then tell Rayleigh what you just said. So suppose should we start with Webb or your feathered friend?
Just to be sure, we're still planning on going down this way.
Hang on. Let me climb back. You mean here?
I just wanted to be sure which gap we wanted to cross
Um,
because it sounded like it wrapped around. So
crossing this gap that I'm kind of...
okay,
The 10-foot or 10 by 10 spike pit.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
I
technically,
suppose,
web is probably safer.
yeah, and I feel
like
like
reinforce it with like, if you have 20 feet, you could probably just layer it with like an extra 10,
I mean,
right?
yeah. Yeah, that's that makes sense. Also, like I feel like it would also make sense to like save the bird for if
Combat.
we combat, yes. Um but also like if we end up finding a place that's bigger than 20 feet that we need to cross that web isn't going to completely cover. So yeah, let's start with
Yeah,
web then. All right. So all right, so I can go ahead then. I'll cross first. I will go ahead and hammer a grappling hook with rope into the ground here, just so that I am like attached to the wall
Okay.
in case web falls. I'll not fall to my death. Rayleigh can grab it and bring it with him when he crosses.
Sure. So you're crossing first?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can go ahead and cast web.
Yeah. Easy. No problem. Um it is bigger than so because it's 20 by 20 feet, like it's a 20 by 20 cube. So it'll go most of the way into the 10-foot or a 10 by 10 pit, but it's also gonna like overlap around some of the surrounding area on the pavement itself. So like you can
Right.
just like try to like truck through it. It's gonna take you a bit longer than just crossing the pit um with the web now super sticky and gripping your feet. But there isn't like a time issue. We're not trying to get anything. You can take a couple extra minutes, couple extra um steps just to slowly bring your foot up, place it back down, up, once again, place it back down, Eventually, you can make your way past the spike pit.
Okay. All right. I'm all good. If you can grab the grappling hook and make your way over here.
Anybody think I should bring Hemlock with us?
I think maybe he should stay put with Reese.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I
Yeah,
can go over next.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, same thing. You feel this, especially you having felt the weight of the web before. You're just taking your time, making sure that you're applying every fiber of your being into each step as you try to lift off. Takes you a bit of extra time, but you're able to make it across. Roughly, it's probably been about 15 minutes for both of you trying to like get through the sticky mess of web.
I mean,
Alright.
you know what? To kind of reduce the time, I'll do whatever I did to help the workers when they were doing their thing, try and clean up the web a bit so that their feet don't get as stuck.
Yeah. That works.
Okay, sure. And still in web, or
about
still in
maybe,
spider
like,
form,
7
right?
minutes. You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you can.
Oh, I'm gonna stay in this form until I absolutely have to like come out because I got
Right.
like a full hour.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you can easily, as you see the web being constructed, come back over, like chew through like the outer layer of the webbing, and like try to form like a nice clear path for everyone to walk through. They can easily. It's still a bit sticky and still a bit rough to get through. It's only gonna take a good couple minutes to walk over though.
Okay. Easy.
All right, and with that, you can round the corner, see the monument in the middle of the open room. Leads back around to a very open room. Has 3 platforms. What the south entrance you're coming out of, and then the north entrance up at the very top.
Okay. So you said there was like decoration on this pillar that's in the middle of the
I
room?
kind of gesture one of my legs at like this. I don't know how to describe it other than like that square hole thing.
Yeah, essentially, it's a. I mean, it's a. Well, I guess think of like the Washington Monument. It's like
Okay.
An obelisk.
Yeah.
that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Like pointed up at the very top. Just has like all different spirals and just like lines engraved connecting to each other, flowing in kind of like very delicate leafing.
There
Can
anything
I,
written on it?
Yeah.
Is there any what?
Is there anything
Anything
written on it,
written?
or is it just pretty pictures or decorations?
Just the decoration. Yeah, there's no sort of like writing or runes
Okay.
or characters.
All right.
Okay.
Then yeah, let's just.
Arcana check.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. Go ahead, give me that Arcana.
I'll assist.
Spider Arcana.
Spider Kana.
Spider.
21 Spider Kana.
There you go.
Cool.
Well, wait, with advantage though. Get that crit.
Okay. Ah, la 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 Arcana.
Okay. With the
The
21.
first one was better.
21's good. Awfully close.
As you reach out and you're trying to figure out what this might potentially be linked to, if anything, see all the different like just the leafing and the ornamentation on
Swirly
the
lines.
yeah. on the
I guess I see it
monument.
more intently with blind vision.
It doesn't look like it has any active magical purpose. It seems more just perhaps some
Decorative.
ritual
Oh, okay.
uh kind of get the sense of like the how the lines aren't symmetrical, how the lines aren't always the same width and the same length. This could have been like a communal thing done by various different people.
All
Is it
right.
like a Rubik's Cube, or maybe not quite like a Rubik's Cube, but like, are there areas where the lines are deliberately shifted out of place that maybe have to
Things
be
can
put
be.
in proper order?
Yeah.
No, everything like elegantly bleeds back into each other.
Okay.
It is like just very ornamental, like something you might see on like a Greek pot or something.
Ah. Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
like
So
the
it's just
square
fancy
pattern.
decoration.
I guess I'll touch it and investigate it further.
Sure. You can
Yeah.
go ahead and touch it. It is relatively cool to the touch. It doesn't seem to like interact
Do anything.
in any way. Yeah.
All right.
Spider
Well.
Gale tears. Fascinating. I guess I'll look around the room because it looks like there should have been some kind of significance here. Unless this is just like a dead end, but like I kind of suspicious, so I will roll investigation.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of want to roll myself because, like we did find that false wall, that like multiple false walls now.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 21.
18.
Excuse me.
Unfortunately, the wall is secretly an NPC health bar.
Oh shit! You found me. Yeah. As you're investigating around with a 21, 18, nothing feels out of place. It feels like everything feels
Regular
well
old
built,
room.
stable. Yeah, nothing feels
Alright.
strange or off to you.
Okay. So now I'll lead the party to the area that seems like a lingering abyss.
Yeah.
But like I'll point out to Sev that across there is where I think we were with the trap hallway. So I think this is a complete dead end.
Alright.
Unless there's anything more to the... Oh, there is more stuff to the right, it looks like, unless...
Can you
Yeah,
crawl?
is there anything on the other side, or is it just a wall over there?
As you take a quick glance around, you see that the only entrances and exits are to the north, right across from you, and the south where you came from. There is a platform off to the right, and you can see like it's the sides of it are just crumbling, and it seems as if it's just part of the crown that was once here that hasn't fallen away yet.
Okay, so there's nothing there, and even if there was, it's probably not safe to go across.
There
yeah,
is.
I don't know.
I'll say there is nothing immediately here. Go ahead and give me a perception, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll one too.
10.
Me go ahead.
Those rolls coming in hot. Ayo. Okay. With a 10, with a 13. Unfortunately, 5 is... Sorry. Gale, as you're scanning a room, looking around, you are a spider. You don't have the greatest sense in the world right now, especially with the heat just like bearing down on you. But taking a look off to like your immediate left, along the wall here, you see that there is a nail that had been hammered into the wall. That's just out ever so slightly.
And this is where exactly?
To your left,
To the
Oh,
left.
against the wall.
Pointed out to the party.
Okay.
And really, as
Um,
you're taking a look, oh, excuse me,
Or,
as you're
well,
taking a
pointed
look
out to Sev.
around, you see a nail right where Gale just pointed out.
mhm.
You do see a couple of others spread throughout the room. One on this platform, or like on the wall of the platform to the right. A couple down towards the south wall to your right. Count a total of 6 different nails.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Hmm.
something then.
Okay.
Just bump it
Seeing
with
as
an
there's
8-man.
nails around here, and it seems weird that there are nails here and we haven't really noticed them anywhere else. I'm gonna try summon beast to summon a bird
Bird.
that has like the ability to peck. Can I summon like a small woodpecker? Is that an option?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then I'm gonna have it try and fly and hammer in the nails if possible.
Is there a stat block for a woodpecker?
No, I don't think there is. That's what I was asking.
Let's see. No, we just have birds.
Just
That's fine.
general
Whatever. They'll work roughly the same anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Boom. You have you summon forth your spectral woodpecker. It's got like its great plumage, all shimmery and shiny.
Okay.
Gale kind of like spider eyes ooh-woos at the bird.
Yeah,
Like anime style.
buddy, could I get you to try and hammer in some nails? I see that there are some scattered across the room, and I'm wondering if it's a switch. Could you do that for me?
Yeah, the bird will take off. It'll come across. You direct it to the first nail. Try to hammer it in. Hammer it in. You just hear the sound of its beak echoing against like the head of the nail. It's not getting it to go into place perfectly. It's moving a little bit, like a couple of centimeters, but that's as far as you can push it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Like as is, it is currently like stuck pretty much as far as it can go.
Interesting. I'm just gonna have it go ahead and go through and try and check out each
yeah.
one a couple times just to see if anything changes as it goes around the room.
Yeah, absolutely can go to all the different locations. Not a problem. We'll go peck every single one in. Take like a good, oh, say 10 minutes flying around trying to just hear the pep 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 pep. They go in a couple of centimeters. Some are just steadfast and they remain where they are, not moving at all, not budging. And as the bird swoops back around to where it was summoned, nothing has changed.
Okay. Hmm.
Maybe there's something in relation to the pillar that we saw with that might have had something to do with it.
I'm wondering, so like, how big are the nails?
Rather thin.
Okay.
They don't seem like nails made for, like wood.
I'm just wondering
So
if
they
like,
rebar almost.
I'm just wondering if like, if we could
Oops.
like have some sort of string like connect them, like have the bird fly. I mean, they're probably too small like to hold onto like rope, but
Yeah, there isn't really like much room for them to hold.
there's 6 of them.
You
Mhm.
know,
Hmm.
no, that's dumb.
No, let me
Open
hear
to
it.
ideas.
So I'm
Anything.
trying to think. There's 6 paintings, if memory serves correctly.
Oh.
But we wouldn't want to put paintings floating over lava, because what if they fall?
No. Yeah.
I feel like putting paintings on nails seems rather
Uh,
silly until we have any reason to
mhm.
believe that'll do anything.
And Moreland would have a shit fit if
Yeah,
something
he
happened
would.
to him.
That.
Right.
But I do think it is like a possibility that maybe like back in the, glory days of this place that they hung here, that this is where they were like
Oh, that would
before.
make a lot of sense, yeah.
So maybe they don't do anything like
Yeah, maybe this is
this
just an
is
art
where
gallery.
they were. Yeah, it was. Um
Dale's expressions are scary right now.
My apologies.
I mean, chitter, chitter, chitter.
mm,
Okay, as the last thing that I'm gonna have as I'm gonna have a bird do right now, is I'm gonna have it go ahead and fly back over to this area here.
I think you should be able to move it if you'd like.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just gonna have it fly over here and
see what's over
peck
there.
the wall
Okay.
Yeah.
to see if it seems
So-
different than any other wall.
Yeah, see
Ah,
if it's
yes. The classic Legend of Zelda Doink. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going on.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, it can swoop back around. It'll go to like roughly where the nail was in the wall, and just like peck at several different bricks. You hear the same just like full sounding peck reverb back though over the roar of the lava below. Doesn't seem like there's anything off about the construction.
Okay. Then I don't really have any ideas of what to do here at the moment.
well, I think we've probably found all there is to find in this direction. Now, so that was where the bench was. Okay. So I'm just thinking we still have that other area that we need to explore across. I'm just
No, I think
so
this was it.
What other
this was it.
what other area?
Yeah, I think
The
this was it. Because I thought that the reason why I thought there were 2 areas is I thought that this here was something.
Oh, okay. So this is it, or have
I
we?
guess so. I mean, maybe I'll speak directly to you because you're the only one I can communicate
Yeah.
with right now. Maybe we can tell Moreland about the theory with the paintings, but beyond that, I'd say it's his ballpark as to how we proceed, if at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be interested in the decorative column anyway.
Yeah. He might.
It's not like
Yeah.
we can take it with us.
Yeah, that might be something we have to bring him in here for.
You know what? I have an idea at least.
Hmm.
So I have a notebook page, right? I have
Oh.
notebook, and I have like tools to write with,
Are you going to take
and
like
it's like a
spray paint
relief.
with it?
Yeah, I figure we could just put up a page to it,
Sure.
try
like,
and
just
scrape up a relief. Yeah,
sketch over it. Yeah.
yeah.
You can definitely do that. Get like a nice little like imprint of like one of the
A rubbing,
sides.
eh? Odd. I expected notes.
Yeah, I figured it'd be better than just describing it to him.
Nobody got my Skyrim reference.
Spider Gale Peepo leaves.
All right. Well, yeah. If you want to take the trek back, we can head back off.
Are you still maintaining concentration, or did you drop it?
Oh, no, well, I
I
probably would have kept it. I mean,
think
it
at
lasts
this
an hour.
yeah, so with
Oh, okay.
the
In that case, I'm probably back to human form anyway.
Yeah.
oh, fair point. Yeah, with the because it would have been like 30 minutes for Sev and Rayleigh to come across. 10 minutes
Mhm.
spent for the burb trying to nail everything in. Probably
Yeah.
approaching that like 50-ish minute mark at the moment.
Right. So not worth trying to cross it until
No,
the web.
it's
Yeah.
probably best to just do another slot then. All right.
Sure.
Well, at the very least, we haven't encountered anything dangerous, so maybe this is for the best.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it'll be. I mean, it'll be safe enough to just bring him in here and show him if he wants to see.
Yep. Fantastic. So you can cast web once more. You see the webs just sprout out. Gale's still in spider form. Very last thing you can do is just try to chew through the like over
Yeah.
the top layer of the web. Make it
Oh,
a bit
thanks, Dale.
easier to go back through. And you can easily just make your way, retrace your steps out to the foyer and out into the cave entrance.
All right. So yeah, we'll go find Dresmorland then.
Okay. You come back out to the cave entrance, and you see a couple of the researchers crowding around the passed out escort that you had. Just kind of like slapping his face a
Dale
little bit and like looking at
rolls
him.
his eyes conspicuously.
Um, he opens like one eye. He's like, eh, and to like drift off to sleep once again. As you all,
Good.
Mhm.
No, I'm just like good.
As you all make your way out, once again you brush away the ivy. You see Dresmorland begin to like strut around. He's got like suspenders on over his like beige like researcher outfit. He's got some not like short shorts, but he's got some like
Like
right
cargo pants.
right below knee high shorts, like or like right yeah like right not quite reaching his knees. And it's just like out strutting around and stretching, just looking up into the sky uh, as you all leave. Hearing the rustling, he looks back, looks a bit shocked at all of you just coming straight at us. Yes, I see you're back from your necessary preparations.
And we think we might have concluded our survey, although there's one last thing that we might want to try, but we're not sure if you would like to see it first.
What would this try be?
So, I mean, it could just be an art gallery. We're not sure if there's any sort of mechanism attached to it. It might even be dangerous to some of the artifacts, but there are 6 conspicuous nails in this room channel filled with lava. We thought maybe if we had hung the portraits or the paintings that we had on some nails that were in the room, that might restore something in that room. Although, I mean, personally, I think it's a bad idea, but like we just have
Just filling you
encountered
in.
Yeah.
Sort
It's
of
more
got-
likely
yeah.
than not, but it's just where they were originally.
Yeah.
And there is a column we wanted to show you as well that we couldn't take.
Yeah.
Really, I kind of motion
Show-
him to give him the
the-
note.
Yeah,
The
I'll
rubbing.
give him the rubbing.
I'll take it. Take a
This is
got
an
it.
imprint of the column that we found, and I kind of describe it in more colorful detail rather than just the black and white rubbing.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it was just very gray. It's just like lines etched into the stone. Um, he thanks you, Rayleigh, and begins to like roll up the etching, puts in the back pocket. Uh, I appreciate your efforts. Now, what concerns me is that you all find a suggestion of yours dangerous. In what way would this hanging the paintings be a bad idea?
Well,
Well,
unfortunately, the
thing.
floor has collapsed, and underneath, like many of the areas, there is a pool of lava beneath it. So,
It is certainly a high risk that any of them could fall into the lava and be lost. And we certainly don't want any of the 6 priceless paintings to be fallen into lava.
But
So,
at the
I
same
mean, that
time, we could uncover something that could potentially be the final piece to this
so it may not necessarily be
servant.
dangerous, but just a high risk of losing the painting. But who's to say?
yeah, who's to say it really does anything? But who's to say it doesn't do anything?
I see that you are worried about the potential issues, and I appreciate that. To show that you do care about the expedition of ours. Um, he begins to like fumble through his pockets and produce a silver coin. Begins to just flip it up into the air. Let's
Oh
Boy.
wow, he's this
leave
kind
this
of
up to
man.
fate, shall we? Begins to hold his hand out for the coin as it falls, flips it over. I say we treasure the items that we could safely remove, and perhaps at a later time, we might come back to uncover the mysteries.
Okay.
Okay. Respectful
Uh,
decision.
would you like to see the column? It
We
is
could
past a pit of spikes, but we can cover it
we
up
could we
beforehand.
could bring you there. We got across back and forth quite safely.
Uh, Truth be told, I'm not particularly interested in this design. Um, it might have merits. I just appreciate you all uncovering what was inside for us.
Okay.
I'm sure we will be able to, at some point, get further in, but to you all, it had no particular meaning, had no purpose, just seemed to exist.
It seemed
It-
like a
it's
dead end.
Yeah, it seemed very decorative, which, I mean, if the area beyond it was an art gallery, would make
Makes
sense.
sense.
I see. Well, we know that there are tombs beneath. Perhaps it could have been some sort of ritual type thing. Maybe there were
Sort of.
reasons for
I
the paintings hanging around. The thought of
Right,
the
right.
paintings just won't leave me alone, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
the reason why we thought it
maybe
was for
the
the paintings is we found that there were 6 nails hanging on the wall, and there are 6 paintings. So
Yes, that does seem
the
perhaps
to
numbers match.
coincide.
the banshee we encountered was the former curator or priest.
Yeah, interesting character.
I suppose
I
that would
did have,
explain why they were picked up.
for your information, I did have bird. I can summon a bird. Hammer in each of the nails to make sure that they could, just on the off chance that they were a switch or something. It seems like they are just nails.
And if you
Which
were
is,
to experiment, we'd have to extract them again.
yeah.
All right, well, I appreciate your efforts. You have gone above and beyond what I had initially requested. You,
Well, glad we could have been of help.
I
Indeed.
do appreciate, and I apologize that we may have started off on the wrong foot. I hope we can look past that. If you all
Water under
are,
the bridge.
Bygones, such.
yes, bygones. If you all are interested, I do have a couple of other locations that I've been hearing about that might need some looking into.
If I were certainly in the market for work, so
Yeah, I mean, sounds fine to me.
Same. You might need a little time to decompress, but we'd certainly be able to try another job. Seems like
certainly
our working
seems we
relationship's
can.
pretty healthy now. We trust each other.
Yes, no matter. There's no direct urgency. We still need to uncover everything that's going on here. I'm not sure when my correspondents will get back to me. These are just rumors in the wind, as it were. But I will definitely give you a call, as they say.
Well, you will know where to reach us. So, sounds.
Either in Abbybrook or if we happen to be in Grimseth or
Yeah.
just a guild hall.
Did have another bit of business up in Grimseth, at the time being, but yeah.
Fantastic. Well, about the reward. As I said, you all have gone above and beyond what I'd expected. I will certainly put in a good word to the more elite of Grimseth for you all. If they have any needs, I might be able to sway a few hands and see a bit more gold fall into your pockets.
That sounds
Well,
lovely. Thank
We'd
you.
appreciate
That
that.
is
Yes.
always appreciated. Speaking my language.
Gives you a wink as you say that stuff. I would love to extend my offer as well to have you attend one of our exhibits at the
Oh,
museum.
See the
certainly.
fruits of our labor.
Yes,
I
yes,
have
exactly.
indeed been very interested to browse what you all have there. So we would be much delighted.
Yes, and if you have any friends in certain libraries of exclusive materials, we'd appreciate that as well.
Not quite sure I understand your meaning.
Oh, nothing sinister, I assure you.
We just like libraries.
We like books. We
Uh,
really,
Books are-
really like books.
I am a fervent well, I don't know that worship would it sounds a bit of a strong word, but that's the word that comes to mind when I think of how I feel about books.
I see. Yes, I mean, I'm sure there'd be no issue. I do have a few friends back in the capital that would have access to, I'm sure, very particular materials If there is anything that you may be interested in, I may be able to pull a few contacts or send something your way, see what I can do for you.
Ah,
Excellent.
that sounds wonderful.
All right, and you, point your way, really. I take it you are not the book type.
I read some, but I'm not quite as eager as Seth here.
But if
I
you are
kinda
not,
get lost like Spaten.
if you are not interested in books, is there anything else that you might need?
Well, we did talk about finding me a teacher who could teach me about the pistol.
Yes, yes, that's right, of course. I may be able to pull a few contacts from the capital, looking out for the books. It'll take me some time, but once I have anything solid, I will let you know.
That's very appreciated. Thank you.
Now, for the actual reward.
Yes.
So initially, it was going to be around 1,000 gold for all of you.
Gil visibly
Oh.
blushes.
I believe with the contribution you all have helped us with, let's say we push that up to 1,200.
Sev starts fanning herself. Sir,
We thank kindly. So now we gotta divide that 4 ways.
Right.
That is 1,200
That-
each.
What?
Oh, really?
Each?
Mhm.
Holy crap. This man is loaded.
Oh my goodness.
Well, with that kind of pay,
We
You will definitely
certainly
have a healthy
Anything.
working relationship with you, sir.
whatever you need, whatever ruins, any time, any place. Certainly. Oh goodness.
No,
if Fog could see me now.
I can't guarantee
They-
that it'll be this much every time, but this was a rather urgent matter for my organization. And
Still,
they were
I
very
mean-
generous. So I just thought to commend your efforts, I might pull some of my weight and offer an olive branch for our future endeavors.
And may there be many future endeavors, sir.
yeah, it'll definitely help me prepare
Absolutely.
for the next one. That's for sure.
Indeed. There's been a certain
Can buy that staff.
Yeah.
I
certain
can get a new stick that
expensive
shoots
item-
magic missiles.
Right.
Yeah, the wolf construct too, actually.
The Gilded Skull. I'm gonna be summoning undead guys.
Yes, yes. Enjoy your rewards. It will take me a bit of time to procure the funds. It needs to go through a few hands from my organization until
Of
it gets
course,
back to
of
me.
course.
It's a whole process. I'm sure you understand.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
We have some. As I said, we have some business up in Grimsworth. I'm waiting to hear back from someone rather important from the area. So
Fantastic. Well, again, we appreciate your endeavors. It will take us a while to finish here. If you, I don't know what would be best for you all to get back. Unfortunately, we won't be able to have our carts available. We do need it just for the surrounding area to pick up a couple of other researchers that have been coming towards us. It is a rather straight shot back to Grimsooth. I am sorry about this.
That's
Well,
No
fine.
trouble. I mean, we
we're
can
certainly
rough it for a
used
couple
to
of days.
sleeping rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I figured, you looked the rather, pardon me, the rather rough and tough type. But if you have
You
any,
bet. I'm kind of open class, whack my stick in my hand.
if you ever need any assistance or anywhere to go, you can always visit us at the museum. I'm sure we would have a back room available for you.
Sure.
I
One last thing. I know you're a museum, but I don't suppose you know anyone who might be of a zoological persuasion?
Only if they are dead. Unfortunately, that's a bit far out of
I
my
would
league.
need them to be very much alive. That's okay.
Yes, my apologies. I
um
might see if a couple of my colleagues might have connections. I personally don't.
so I should say that I may have a few connections in town to make sure that your museum is a bit more fortified. So to say, um, you will have eyes, making sure that the works are well protected in the areas that your contacts may not be able to find well.
Rayleigh doesn't have a clue what's going on.
Gives you a little like smirk. I think we speak a very similar language, and I appreciate the thought, but there is no need.
Gale kind of chuckles to himself.
However, if it means that there
Seb is like, call off the hit, call off the hit, call off the hit.
if it means that there is no other worry about something potentially going missing or happening, that would be appreciated, as it would be very bad for the offender.
Oh no, we certainly don't want any of your works being harmed. So they will much be protected.
All right, well, if there's nothing else that I can do for the rest of you, I bid you a good day and a thank you, as he begins to bow, and his like beige like safari hat just like droops down before he picks it back up. Like brushes some of the
Be well.
dust off of his shoulders. Take care, my friends. I will contact you once I have the funds ready. We can meet over at the Grimsooth Bank Institute, and I will personally deliver to you all.
Excellent.
Much appreciated, my friend.
All right, my friends. Take care and enjoy. May you have a safe journey back to Grimsooth.
You take care as well.
Begins to head off.
Cheers.
Like, as soon as like we're out of earshot, Gale is going to like do a happy dance, and
Oh my god, Seb is like losing her shit.
when he said 1200, I thought that was like the pool.
Total.
Yeah,
I'm like,
like,
oh, okay, that'll cover.
that's
That'll
great.
kill the bull.
Yeah, that's like 75% of the way to the wolf construct.
Yeah.
And now we each will have 1200 gold. This is amazing.
Yeah. So, gonna be thinking about like So certainly gonna have that skull. And here I am sitting on my 149 gold, like, oh, better save this. I'm gonna need that.
So we go on a bender on town that would rival whatever the hell the driver did.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well,
Meanwhile, Jim Trax is passed out in a barrow somewhere in Abbey or wherever
Yeah.
he is now.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
been this entire time. I've just been thinking that like Jim Prax has been like performing for various different audiences and just like getting so enamored with the love and respect that he's been getting there.
Yeah.
There
And I
might
guess
be a
Reese is in
time.
tow with us.
Yeah, so there might be a
Yeah.
time where Jim Prax might eventually head up to Grimsooth, having more weight to his name coming from Abbybrook now. And yeah, as far as Reese, so Kev's gonna be unable to join us for a bit. So I think again he's gonna take a bit of the back seat, probably just mind his own business back in Grimsooth. And then whenever he
Yeah.
can pop back and we'll see how that goes.
So I would assume he'd probably do some sort of like occupational therapy with Hull.
Yeah, that
since
makes
those
sense.
two seem to have like a pretty close relationship.
Yeah, that
And
definitely
maybe
makes sense.
serve as like an irregular guard or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
being a lot more comfy now that he has 1,200 gold.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's
Like,
gonna have like the shiniest, fanciest armor ever.
and honestly, like, whenever Kev is with us, he rolls the hottest dice and absolutely
I know.
murders the boss. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
I think my favorite experience in my however long career of playing D&D was
Yeah.
the crit on the
Yeah.
on the doppelganger.
Boss.
That
yeah.
was so good.
Like, oh, what if it crits? That'd be cool. Wait, it did.
Yeah. So it's roughly right now. It's I think early afternoon when you all eventually made your way back to the to camp. Well, then we went back inside. So it's yeah, like early evening, probably like around 6:30 ish. Sun's setting in the sky. You all are free to camp here for the night, and then
Yeah.
make your way back to
Yeah, that sounds like a
Grimsooth the
plan.
next day.
Sure.
Okay,
Munch
so long
on some
rest.
fish
Yeah.
jerky.
Assuming we don't get attacked by, like, I don't know, 6 mimics or something.
Joke's on you. The cavern's been a mimic the entire time, and it just begins
Oh
to
my god.
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, no, you can rest up easily, no problem.
It's the
Oh.
cavern from Aladdin, but it turns out to be all time in Europe.
the,
Oh
the Cave
my
of Wonders.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, as you all like just bide your time and relax, going over whatever pursuits you want to pursue when you get back to Grimsooth. The cavern with the researchers is extremely loud. There's a lot of busy work going around as they're very eager about like trying to find out like what's going on with these faces, trying to like trace down different details and like trace them back through other notes that they have of other things that they have found and see if there are any links between anything that they have. It's not difficult to get a good night's rest, but it is very chatty and it takes a little while for you able
Yeah.
to finally just drift off and zone out. But yeah, we'll wake up in the morning. We'll say roughly 8 o'clock as the sun's coming up high. Yeah, a bit of that like light beaming in through the vines into the cave, laying up like
Sav
the opening
is,
area.
like, grimacing at the sun and like just burying like just like hood of the cloak over my head.
All right, well, I need to take a quick break for one moment.
Me too.
Yeah,
This
that
is actually a good
works.
call.
Yeah,
I'll be right back too.
I gotta have a snack.
See y'all soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I'm gonna play some ads, trying to get the the what the preview ads out of the way for anyone hopping on. I will see you all in a couple minutes as we regroup. See y'all soon. right, how we looking? Ooh, I guess we're all still taking a break.
Hi.
I'm
Oh.
back.
Oh, fantastic. Hello, hello.
We're in
It-
the money. A lot
I just
of
decided to
money.
play a few Kirby levels. I was doing it, the short ones.
Cool. Yeah, how's that going?
It's been a lot of fun. There's like these time trial sections for each power that are like the treasure road thing that was it Alfian was talking about, or was it NG? I forget who.
Yeah, it was definitely Elf.
So, is it the type of game that you could like clear in like a couple of hours, but like has tons of replayability value, or?
Definitely not. It seems like it's longer than Star Allies for sure, and it's been a lot of fun.
Cool.
I'm on World 3 right now, and each level has a bunch of different objectives that you can complete. I mean, theoretically, you could complete it on one run, but
What are we talking about?
Ooh,
Kirby.
Kirby.
yeah, the
Ah.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land game. Let's see.
All the guys like, Kirby, who do you think? Good old buff
Yeah,
macho Kirby.
I'm about halfway through World 3, and it says I've got 21% complete of the game. So
Wow. Yeah, I think when I was wondering like how many worlds there were, like maybe around like 10 worlds or so, I think Elf was theorizing.
yeah, based on that, I'd say probably like 9-ish.
Yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
Because I think I have a higher percent probably because I completed the mini games. That's probably part of it.
Makes sense. All right. Well, we all good head back in.
Head
Snacking
back
on.
in.
I am snacking on fish jerky.
Yes, of
Actually,
course.
yeah, we could check out how the fishing is in Grimseth, can't we?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Sev is gonna be all about that shit.
And like really can do his like mage hand unseen servant shenanigans.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So yeah, fantastic. We just left off with Drez going through some of the rewards for the party and thanking them for their service in uncovering some of the
Basically saying,
mysteries.
thank you. You are now rich.
Yeah, offering a very ample reward, one might say. Party decided to regroup and recoup for the night as it was beginning to grow late in the caverns leading to the dungeon they had just cleared. And we'll say it's roughly about 8 or so in the morning. Begin to feel refreshed. Begin to feel like you have a nice foundation to move forward and like a nice status now.
Mm-hmm.
As you all begin to wake up, all three, I guess four, all three of you begin to feel a bubbling sensation on the back of your hand
What?
that begins to take, as you look at it for a second, it's as if it were beginning to like bubble and form like a scar over. And as you blink and look again, the sensation is gone and your hand is fine.
Disturbing.
Which hand?
I was using my right, we'll say the left hand. Whatever your non-dominant hand is.
Okay.
Okay, it'll be my left.
That would be my right. So.
But as you begin to wake up, taking a look around, you see the sun beaming right through the vines. You feel refreshed and you feel ready and capable for your adventure going forward.
I feel refreshed, but
We
bit
might have had a
agitated
tattoo
at
branded
this
on us.
time. I'm gonna put the mask on.
Big question. Did It was just us three. It didn't involve like Locke or anything.
Locke would not have had any sort of reaction, no.
Okay.
The pending
Technically
Locke might
Reese
still be
too.
sleeping. If you decide to wake him
Okay.
or not. Go ahead and, I mean, for those of you who may be concerned about this, feeling something might be a little bit off, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay.
On it.
Okay. Okay.
15.
30-20.
Okay. Really, you're a bit still sleepy. Your eyes are just kind of rolling over. You're not really sure what exactly is going on. Anything. And no, this is still just a dream. I'm not quite up yet. Sev and
Mhm.
Gale with a 20 and a 15. Gale, you are taken back by the sensation in your hand, and you quickly just look around, trying to sense anything. You don't pick up anything in the immediate area. Taking a look at your hand, you see that and like reflecting back on the shape that you saw, seemed very similar to that of the writing of the devil. And Sev, as you quickly take a look around, just
Oh no.
put down your mask. For a
It's
second,
calling in a favor.
you could swear you see some sort of image of what could be Malgor fading back into the walls of the cavern.
I am going to like mentally reach out in the way that I have Amal and see if I can like get a sense of anything. I don't know if I should like roll Arcana or
Charisma?
just yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead, roll Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty hot roll.
Mm-hmm.
You might not necessarily know the link or what exactly happened, but you do get a feeling that it's as if you were being watched.
Okay. Now, the mark on my hand that you said was similar to the writing. Was
Mhm.
it like, is it like an actual, like something written in Infernal that I would be able to recognize, or just.
No words, seemed more close to like resemble like a character or like a rune or something similar. Some sort of design, not like writing of any sort.
Okay.
I guess we're just still walking along, right?
Or
Or did we make it in town?
Like at this point, like this would have been like right when y'all woke up. So like we're still back at the
Still, like,
camp.
in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still back where wherever ruins were.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case, Did you have something strange happen on your hand?
Yeah.
It's a dream. Go back to sleep.
I'm gonna start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Sure. Yeah. It's gonna take a little bit for you to get everything sorted, but I mean, you can go ahead and cast it.
I will be right back. I am getting some heartburn. I'm gonna go take Tom.
As you cast as you finish all the preparations and you begin to cast Detect Magic, You get no sensation from anything around you that you were not previously aware of.
Okay. It may not necessarily be magic, it's just like an innate ability or something, I guess, that this just happened. Okay.
Okay, what happened?
Try to see if there's
Not
anything
sensing
magical.
any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And-
not sensing anything immediately magical,
Hmm.
but I suppose we should be aware that this is happening.
I mean, I'm not too concerned considering, I mean, we did ask him to keep, in touch. So, he said he'd be around. This, sounds about, as close to around as we'll get. So,
Do you think he's trying to get our attention?
I mean, I sort of looked around and tried to pay said attention and didn't seem to get anything from that. I think he's just letting us know that he is indeed around, as he said he'd be. But
Okay.
I don't think there's anything we need to do at the moment. That's just my interpretation. As someone who has experience contacting such beings,
And this is the morning now, right, Dale?
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep, pretty much like right at the crack of 8, maybe a little few minutes over.
Okay.
I'm
I
assuming
might-
we went away a bit so that like we're not like talking about this in front of like legitimately everybody around.
I feel
Like,
like they
we-
probably wouldn't be paying attention to us anyway. They have a lot to.
And also, like, I kind of thought we were at least like 4, however many hours away on foot away from the camp after we departed talking to Dressmorland. Or did we wait the following morning to like
No,
even
you-
do that?
Yeah, waited in the caverns with everyone else.
Oh, okay. In that
Yeah.
case, yeah, we'll
I-
keep it down.
I mean, yeah, I would be like talking softly, but again, I don't think they are paying us any mind, considering
Yeah.
they seems to have quite a lot to do.
Yeah, if you're like, take a quick look around. A couple folks are still asleep. A couple others are just like minding their own business, not really paying any attention.
Okay, then in that case, we'll patiently wait for Rayleigh to more naturally wake up before carrying on.
Yeah.
For an extra like 10, 15 minutes passes by, Locke will begin to just like wake up and like nudge off
Yeah.
at Rayleigh.
The way Minnie did at 4 in the morning with me. God, 4 in the
And
morning,
like
and
that,
this,
food
yeah.
now.
Well, the thing is, we don't. I don't like feed them wet food in the mornings, so no. She's just like, no, you need to pet me, and then I'd like stop petting her and start falling back to sleep, and then she'd paw at me like, no, I didn't stop. Cat. So I imagine that's what Locke is doing right now.
Pretty much. Yeah, with that said, if there's anything else you wanted to do here in the camp, go ahead and take care of it. Otherwise, we can start our journey back.
I'm
Locke,
ready to
clearly.
head back.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Pet lock and then head back.
Yes. Got our daily Locke pets in.
So, as you begin to take your leave and announce your departure, the various different researchers and helpers begin to get up and like brush themselves off and shake hands with all of you and thank you for your service. Dresmorland is outside once again, bows and thanks you all. A couple of other new faces have now joined the group. who are all just like sitting outside minding their own, and they just wave at you and like nod their heads and kind of like look around. Kind of get off the vibe of like, I don't know who you are. We'll be polite.
Yeah.
Just go about your
We
business.
probably return the favor.
Yeah.
It's one of those like awkward. I don't know you. You don't know me. Let's skip the
Let's
pleasantries.
just keep it moving.
You all can make your way back. Traveling
Yeah.
by foot, it is going to be a longer journey. It is
Yeah.
pretty much like a straight shot down from the path once you're able to get back through the woods to the path. It's probably gonna take roughly about 3 days by foot instead of the cart. You're able to just walk down the first day, spend the entire day traveling, set up camp for the night. We're able to go through without much of a hitch. Nothing really happens. As you're making your way through on your second day, halfway into the day, around a little bit past noon, like 1:30, you see a figure begin to walk towards you, off in the distance, probably about 200 feet down.
Okay.
He's alone.
Anyone we recognize?
No one you recognize. He wears like a kind of like a cowboy style hat, dark brown. He's got like a like shawl wrapped around him. He's got his head down low, just all wrapped like dark brown leathers, like black chaps. As you take a look around, you can see like he's got a crossbow hooked to the back of his waist that's dangling as he's walking across. He's just keeping his
He's a
head
cowboy
down.
with a crossbow.
Making your way down.
We carry on as if nothing weird is happening.
Okay. Sure. So, you two eventually cross paths, and he's about to approach you. You see this middle-aged human man. For as dark as his outfit is, he's got like dirty blonde hair. He begins to like just brush it back and look up at all of you. Tip his hat. I'd careful around these parts here.
Oh.
Y'all
Why would you
folks
say that?
look like you've seen some dainty little struggles. These been reports here that they've had some troll problems around.
I've heard the same thing back in the city.
What's your name, sir?
Man don't need no name.
AKA Dale doesn't feel like coming up with a name for this random NPC that he...
I can actually 100% guarantee you that is not the case.
So then what's his name?
He is the man with no name.
Okay.
If
From
you
the town with no name, I assume.
if you know, you know. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Listen, would you happen to be familiar with, foggy areas?
We don't get much fog up around here. No, can't say I am.
Oh, I can assure you we do, but that's alright. Where?
That game, that was your attempt at Thieves' Cant.
Yeah. Alright, well... Uh, you, uh, you seem like you can take care of yourself. Where are you headed? If
Gotta
you don't mind me.
head north up a little bit. Gotta break through some of
Alright.
these woods.
As long as you're alright, well, we are well aware of the problem. Alright. Appreciate the warning, though.
Yeah, thanks. We'll try not to let any trolls bother us.
It's not really up to what you want. You best take care of yourself.
You do the same. Cheers.
He'll pick himself up, push his hat down again, begin to walk past you all.
5 trolls appear, roll initiative.
Does not
It's
happen.
the troll quiz show. Answer each of our riddles 3.
Oh no.
What y'all doing?
Continuing on, I mean,
With maybe our perception peaked so that we listen
yeah.
to troll noises.
Like, I certainly, wait. Rayleigh, do you think you could, see if Locke can, smell any, unpleasant things nearby and know which direction to avoid from?
Or perhaps out of game, what does that spell that you did that detected undead do? Like, does it just do undead, or can you do other creatures?
It's actually a feature, a class
Yeah.
feature. As an action, you can expend 1 ranger spell slot, 1 minute per level spell slot. Since whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you.
Okay. Could be
It-
useful.
or within 6 miles if you are in your favored terrain. This feature does
Well-
not reveal the creature's location or number.
I mean, if this is a forest area, I would assume then we would be in the favored terrain. So
Was it
Yeah, I
forest?
don't know.
Or was it marsh?
It
I-
is forest,
yeah,
Okay.
that's
though I
Wonderful.
would think that.
Yeah.
I'd say first we should. I'd say first like
Lock for
get
me.
Lock
Rats.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, let's have Lock sniff around.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a perception.
Okay.
Doggy
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
perception.
Doggy perception.
Right. Trying to remember where that is at the moment. I know where it is on roll 20.
So I'm pretty sure Locke's gonna have to be on roll 20 for now.
Okay. Then we've got
Okay. Okay.
He's probably still hung up a little bit on fish jerky on Seb's breath.
With a 13. Locke isn't all that familiar with the concept
Troll.
of a troll or other large like bipedal creatures like that. And like trying to take a sniff around, he's trying to locate any sort of scent, any sort of trail you might find. Kind of like whimpers and growls a bit disappointedly. That his nose perks up, he begins to just follow the path down back to the city a bit more confidently.
Okay.
You tried. He's still
Yeah.
a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Give him pats anyway. um.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it said that he
pull out
picked
my
up some kind of
shield
trail, so.
just in case.
Just in case what?
Uh.
I'm gonna pull out my shield.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, Dale did say that Locke picked up some kind of trail at the end. So,
Yeah.
Yep, just follow the
Which
path
we
back
Yeah.
want
down.
to avoid.
Keep walking till
Mhm.
till he indicates that we should not.
Okay. So I can keep walking back through. The rest of the day goes pretty much without a hitch. A bit sore, a bit tired. Doing a lot of walking for the last day and today. As night begins to approach, or as evening begins to approach, you can begin to set up camp beneath a nice little clearing off to the side of the road a bit. Main camp begin to make food. Locke is out sniffing around doing wolf things. Go ahead and give me
Yeah.
another perception.
okay, sure.
Better.
Okay. Okay. As you've made another day down here, roughly about 2/3, a little bit under 2/3 of the way back to Grimsith. If I can try to get to the map to move the circle. Yeah, relatively close-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Locke begins to stop and sit, looking up at the sky as the clouds are rolling in. Get like some hint of the stars breaking through the night sky, through the the purples and the pinks and the yellows of
Deb
the
has her
sunset.
mask off and is happy that she can enjoy the superior night sky over the angry, aggressive daytime sky.
True. Block is going to begin to sit up on all fours and like point like his like left paw in front,
The
right
way
paw, but
dogs do, yeah.
you know.
That might mean he's alerting us to something.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Locke, have you noticed anything?
I am immediately casting False Life on myself.
Okay. Begins to yip a bit quietly. The ring means like he can respond, right? That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe threat. Pick up smell.
Okay, we'll prepare then. Thank you.
I'll cast Barkskin on Sev and ready my shield.
Cheers.
Okay. Go ahead, give me some perception.
Perception. It's funny that it asks. Oh, finally, a good fucking perception roll. Now that it's nighttime, I can make proper perception rolls
Proper
without
use.
the mask. I mean, it is nice though. Now that I can wear the mask, I don't. I can pretty much always do normal rolls now, but it still asks me every time,
Yep.
is
Yep.
this a normal roll or are you fun?
And actually, I'll have my staff enchanted with Shillelagh, then take out my shield just so that I can be battle ready.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and get out my bow.
Okay. So while everyone else is preparing, after Sev just like instinctively casts False Life, you get like that little like sheen before it begins to diminish. Sev, you hear a rustling coming from across the road from you, probably 45-ish feet down the way, off in like the thick of the wood. As it begins to grow darker, blending in with the like wood essentially taking all like one color. As you hear something brush by, you think you see some sort of large shadow before it's just gone.
I'm going to point it out. There's something there.
I think we should just leave.
I mean, we have Wait, do we have camp set up already? Or were we just starting to settle here?
I will leave that up to you. Whichever you think would be the better call.
I mean, well, you said that when we chose this place to rest, we were still watching Locke like look around, yeah? I feel like
I think the way that I was going through is that like you all had settled. Locke was just like circling around, just trying to see if there's anything coming. And then during this time, whatever could happen. So up to y'all.
I feel like we probably would have like started to like get stuff out, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Let's prepare for combat, and if nothing comes, we should probably leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, because I mean, we've already started like casting defensive spells, and we I mean, we definitely shouldn't just continue making camp.
Right.
Sure. So what would you have set up then?
Maybe just like a
Probably-
bedroll or something.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
like
it depends on how long it's been. I mean, if we just got here, then it would be like the bedroll.
right, like we
I'm
wouldn't have
leaving
had...
that up to you guys, however far you want to have taken it.
I mean, we definitely wouldn't have fully set up camp.
I will say, like, you would have had the time to set up whatever you wanted to. So.
I probably would have at least like taken my like bag off my back and maybe at least like gotten out like where the food is to grab a snack.
I would have set up my sleeping bag for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a cold night or?
That's a question.
Temperature has gone down, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
this happened as we were setting up a fire that...
Yeah, I was about to
Locke
say
noticed.
we would probably have had Gale like on campfire duty.
Okay. Fantastic. So as you're looking around, trying to see where exactly Locke's looking and pointing to, and you see the little movements off in the brush across the road. You hear the little like crack and spark of the flame of Gale trying to get a campfire going.
The flame takes a crap.
Produce crap.
Yes, that's what I do.
That is a
Um.
not very nice spell.
That is a spell that that all beings can use, considering the
We're not
classic
going down we're
No,
not going
classic
down this
book.
road.
friendly stream.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows
We're not going down this road.
it is
So-
a book, and it is a fundamental part of
So
life.
anyways, as the like crack and the crackle and the spark begins to take hold, and you just feel the heat form behind you. So have you noticed that the brush just stops? Seems as if whatever was there has left.
I say we not rest here
Let's pick up our things, move.
and go. I would say leave the campfire until we have everything completely packed. We still
Yeah.
need the light for you in case something happens. So
Yes.
leave that until
Okay.
Okay.
I'll start putting my food away and getting my pack back on.
Sure. Yeah. Easy enough. You can all.
But I'm
I
gonna
reasonably want to pack away my bedroll and shove it in my bag, and still want, like, after I do all that, have my shield and staff in hand.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping the book like at the ready to be picked up, like immediately.
Carry your new sword like Lamdring or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a problem. You can slowly or take up however long you want to pack everything up. Keeping an eye around your surroundings, trying to see if anything else is going to pop out or make any sort of
Definitely have
movements.
Locke on high alert to bark if something.
Yeah, he'll be like
happens.
circling around, trying to get a sniff or sense of anything that might be going on. Well, you're able to pack up your things. Only thing left is the crackling of the fire.
All right.
I just try and kick it out and just pick a direction and go.
I will go ahead and keep lights up as you do. Make sure you're able to see.
I guess I'll use my staff as a focus this time. Or actually, let me check the spell. Well, I mean, whatever. I'll just put my shield down and, like, chill touch the fire out and pick up the shield again and leave.
Sure. So you're just
You mean
like
frostbite?
Sorry, yes, frostbite.
that one, yeah. There we go. You can just like slowly reach down, get like little bits of frost begin to spread out and overtake the flame, and you just hear the as the cold begins to set in once again. You can make your way on down the path. How long do you want to keep walking for?
Until we feel safe.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and have Locke give me another perception.
Okay.
Jesus.
Here we go.
With the
Nice.
22, okay. You make, let's say you approach about another hour down the road. Find another nice little like outcropping we could easily set up between some like larger boulders along the side of the road. You can just like rest your back to. Locke is sniffing all around, looking all around, begins to feel a bit more relaxed and at ease. At ease. further away from where you once were.
Okay.
How far from Grimsith are we if we had to, like, gauge where we are in respect to, like, if we were to just continue on through the night, do you think we would reasonably make it in the morning?
I'd say with the last like hour walk, it's roughly about 6 hours away.
Maybe we should just keep going.
Hmm.
And then just collapse at the guild hall.
Hmm.
Failing that, I mean, I might buy us an hour or two just transformed into a horse.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
And you seem light enough, Rayleigh, and the two of you should be able to manage on my back.
I'm certainly light enough. And, I suppose Locke should be able to keep up just fine.
I'll try not to go too fast.
Alright.
Gale
Sounds like
becomes
a plan.
horse Gale.
We have horse scale. Yeah. Easily enough. Like Rayleigh and Seb, you both can climb on the Gale's back, and Locke can like briskly try to jog besides Gale. Say, if you wanted to go for like the entire night, probably arrive pretty early in the morning. Well, now it'll probably be about 10 o'clock or so. So shave like roughly an hour-ish off the time. It'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning by the time y'all got back to the city gates.
Okay.
And as I approach the gates, I guess I'll stop and, as best as horse Gale can express, to let passenger... No, whatever. I guess I'll carry on to the guild hall. I might as well take you guys that far.
Well, I mean, at this point, like, it would have been, unless you're doing that last.
How much time would have passed, like, between me transforming into a horse and going there? Because I only got an hour.
Right. Or do you only have an hour? Isn't it rounded up?
It's an hour
Yeah.
per use.
Yeah.
I only have 2.
Gotcha. Okay. So it would have been roughly around 6 hours with the use of horse. Say it's down to 5.
Okay, then we'd probably have to continue the rest of the way on foot
Yeah.
after charging it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
technically, a bird could carry one of us, but it would be a bit silly.
Might be a bit uncomfortable.
I mean,
Right.
the bird could carry Locke so that we could go slightly faster and he'd not get too tired.
Yeah.
All right.
So I guess we're keeping on walking briskly away from the trolls so they don't
Yeah.
smash and eat us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So you said that. Did we already make it to Grimsith? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so after the hour skedaddle with horse scale would have reverted, you can continue the trek back on foot, take another few hours to make your way there. Feeling exhausted, feeling tired after just so much walking today.
Yeah.
Panting, you make it to the city gates roughly about like 3 o'clock in the morning.
And I guess I would have had to have carried Reese too, but I mean, that's okay. He's a halfling.
No.
He's a half elf.
Okay.
The
That would have been a
bird
bit
could've-
awkward.
Yeah, but bird could have carried him. Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Sure, easy enough.
I've got 2 casts of it, so it would work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're able to just make our way off to the city gate. There is like one guard who is outside the doors, and he's got some nice like shiny armor. It's reflecting a bit of the moonlight that's coming on through, kind of like glowing blue in the night. His helmet's just kind of like rolled down. Doesn't It's not one of those helmets that has the visor. It's, I guess, what, like a French style helmet, I think, where it's just like the helmet itself. It's just like sloped down uh across his face. And he's just like resting on his spear off to this side. Begins to hear footsteps approaching. He quickly gets up and has his hands on the spear, looking at both of you. Oh, you seem to be friends. What are you doing out so late?
We
Uh,
had business at a survey site
we're with
under.
the guild.
Yeah, and we happened to hear something large around. My friend here pointed to lock. Thought he smelled something, and we just decided better to just move on rather than try and sleep out there tonight.
We've been on the road for hours.
We definitely need to lie down somewhere safe.
So we're just gonna go to our guild bed and go to sleep if that's all right.
Well, better
I
you
would recommend getting another guard or two out here, though, just in case.
looks directly at you, Sev. I'm quite fine. Thank you. You say you're all from the guild?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Technically, the guild in Abbey Brook, but we had some work up here during Grimseth.
Can
didn't
I?
we get badges for it too? Or
Yeah,
Yeah, I got necklace.
show them the badges.
I was just
right.
gonna ask if you could see some sort of identification. You can produce the whatever charms, whether it's the bracelet, the necklace you got. Okay, yeah, it's better safe than dead. All right, let me let you.
Much obliged.
Goes
Thank
back
you.
to the big door to the cities and unlocks like one of the tiny little doors in the like large door in the gate. You can make your way through. It is near dead silent at this time of night in Grimsith.
Mm.
There is not a whole lot going on. Any sort of folks at taverns or pubs would have died down. You only got like the late night regulars who are just like somber drinkers. You have the like faint glimmer of torches and lanterns lighting the streets ahead of you. Footsteps just like echo among the pavement as you cross down the block.
Yeah, as tempted as I am to go check in and see if there's been word from Fog, I definitely think we need to rest.
Rest. Yes, rest good. So
Sure.
much
Yeah.
rest.
You all can make your way back over to the guild hall. Can wearily just wave off at Sylvie, head upstairs to your rooms, conk out for the night. And that brings us to morning. Roughly around 3. Oh no, it'll take like roughly an hour to get back to the guild, so around 4 o'clock in the morning when you come in.
We get long rest for this, or did it fall under
Yeah, it'll be
same day overlap?
long rest, no worry. I'm gonna be waking up roughly around noon, as you all just sleep in.
Yeah.
Sounds fine. We didn't have any plans.
Cool,
Yep.
cool. And that
Yeah.
is where we will be ending for tonight.
Yay.
A good
Yay.
return to camp, all safe and sound.
No trolls eating us either.
Tonight.
Had a close call, but we were good.
All right, well, we all set for next week. Sounding good?
I'm good.
Yes.
Fantastic. I will See you all then. Enjoy. Take care. Probably gonna go over some of the stuff that's gonna be going on for our skip when we get there. We're coming close to that story. Now, if there's anything that you want to go over, let me know. We'll work through anything. Otherwise, I shall see you guys next week.
I shall see you in 30 seconds.
Take care, friends.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.